What's going on, everybody? Rob here with the Curated Culture, and today's video I'm going to be showcasing some of my newest WWE t-shirts that I picked up. A lot of people hit me up kind of asking, like, dude, how do you have such an extensive collection of wrestling tees? I'm wearing one right now. Macho Man, one of my favorites of all times. The key to my success, what I do to ensure that I'm getting the best deal possible, is I wait for Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. Sometimes I'll even wait for a pay-per-view to roll out. Most of the time, during Raw or during SmackDown or during a pay-per-view, there's usually always sales. So you got to keep your eye on the sales, right? A lot of times it's, 25% off. Most of the time it's an additional 25 to 50% off of like shirts and titles, but the deal that I look for is my absolute favorite, just because you can make a killing whenever they do these, and that is the buy one get one deals, right? So this time I got 4 shirts that I picked up. I got I hit the buy one get one for $1 deal. So I picked up 4 shirts. I paid basically the same price that I would have normally paid for 4 shirts. And they're all super dope shirts, and I'm gonna be showing them off in just a second, but I wanted to give y'all that little tip. Make sure that you wait Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, or Sundays to the pay-per-view. They will usually always have some sort of deal rolling. If you don't necessarily want to buy in bulk, that's cool. You can still do 25% off of t-shirt sales. You'll still get yourself a great deal, but I am one that I usually always wait for that sweet buy one get one for $1 deal, because then your boy goes nuts. So without further ado, let's check out some of the shirts that we got. Like I said earlier, the shirts is not like the old washed out, beat up, crappy, discontinued t-shirts. They're still like relevant styles. And so the first one, because I needed a new Stone Cold shirt, I kind of beat my old Austin 316 shirt into the ground. So I thought, why not go into Stone Cold's heel days, when he was probably one of the most entertaining heels on the roster. And I saw that this one was part of the deal, so I picked it up. And this is one of my favorite catchphrases, just because it still happens today. Like, in today's audience, you hear this chant all the time. And if you're still trying to figure out exactly which chant I'm talking about this one. The good old Stone Cold what? This is a very t-shirt Stone Cold was wearing when he broke out the famous what promo right after Chris Jericho won the Undisputed title. And it's just one of those promos that is absolutely hilarious, man. And like I said, it caught on with the audience, and Stone Cold played with it. He would tune his promos so that he can get the audience to play along. This guy here, I'm gonna step back so you can see it, is a double-sided t-shirt. So you got the what on the front, and then of course you got the Stone Cold skull on the back. Nice little solid black t-shirt. Go with some of my kicks. Actually, with the blues in here, it'll go perfect with my Space Jam dunks that I just got. Moving on, your boy is like Big E. I am wool. I am a heavy sweater, and this shirt that I got to strictly just to replace my old shirt that I had. And if you are a wrestling fan, you have to have one of these shirts in your collections. But because my love of wrestling goes very deep, I picked up 2 of these shirts. So the first one is an homage, an ode to the original, the first big major wrestling angle in the what has now become known as the Attitude Era. Was started by somebody who was a staple in the 80s, the rock and wrestling era, and of course 2 WWF defectors, and together they joined to form the New World Order. throw your 2 sweets up. Yeah, I had to get another NWO shirt, man. Like I said, it's just, there's not a huge backstory behind that. If you are a wrestling fan, if you consider yourself a wrestling fan, and you like collecting wrestling t-shirts or wrestling memorabilia, and you don't have an NWO shirt, then shame on you, sir or ma'am. Shame on you. So continuing along that same pathway, I also picked up another NWO shirt, and I feel like this version of the NWO doesn't get a whole lot of love, and I think it's like that because this NWO was prominent when WCW really started to falter at first, you know, right before WWF took their permanent lead. It was when the NWO splintered, and from the ashes of the original black and white NWO rose the red and black NWO, the Wolfpack, which I thought was the coolest version to me personally. They were like the cooler version, because they were diverse. They had, you know, Nash, they had Sting, they had Conan, they had Lex. It was super dope, right? They had like this merry band of misfits, former champs that had kind of been discarded by the main event scene. And so out of the ashes rose the Wolfpack. And this shirt, I'm gonna back up so you can see it again. I absolutely loved this shirt in particular, just because, again, this version of the NWO was the cooler version, right? It was their theme song was real heavy West Coast G-Funk influenced, and you had Conan coming out hitting the rhymes and the raps and all that. And I loved it. I thought it was dope. And Sting in the red and black paint? What? Come on. You had Nash with the bandana tied on the front? Pfft, bro, come on. NWO red and black attack? You gotta have it. It's a must-have. You gotta have it in the collection. So I mentioned getting 4 shirts, and this is the 4th and final shirt. And this one should come as a surprise to no one, because I am a mark for these guys, because they have been entertaining for forever and a day. And I like to buy my shirts based on how well they'll coordinate with other pairs of sneakers that I have. And I got a pair of Nike Prestos that this shirt will go perfect with. But of course, as much and as often as I can, I gotta represent my boys, the New Day. And that's what I picked up. I picked up the tie-dye unicorn t-shirt. Tie-dye on the front, tie-dye on the back. You got the 3 main visual aids for the New Day. You have the unicorn, of course. You have a Francesca, the trombone. And then you also have pancakes, because who doesn't love pancakes? And this shirt, man, I felt like I had to pick it up just because it's colorful, it's loud. And like I said, it'll match perfectly with a pair of sneakers that I have. And the New Day is my favorite, absolute favorite thing that's going on in wrestling right now. So I had to pick up some of their merch as well. Those are the 4 shirts that I picked up. Again, if you want the short and sweet version of this video, I got some sweet WWE shirts. I always wait until they have the buy one get one for $1 sale before I splurge and buy anything. You should take that advice too if you plan on increasing or upping or diversifying your wrestling t-shirt portfolio. That's it, guys. Thank you so very much for checking this video out. If you liked this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Comment down below which shirt was your favorite. Have you had any luck picking up t-shirts on the buy one get one for $1 thing? Have you never thought of that? You're welcome for the advice. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you get more content just like this. After you subscribe, make sure you turn on that bell icon so you get notified every single time that we upload. If you want to follow along on social media, you can check me out via @RobbieDiesel on pretty much everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. You can also keep up with The Curated Culture online at The Curated Culture on Facebook and Instagram, at The Curated Culture on Facebook or Instagram, @_Curated Culture on Twitter. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.